sweetheart.
What's up, everybody? Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net, and I got you a cheap Cadillac. The last cheap Cadillac that I had, that 1978, sold in no time. And I think I told you maybe in the next video that I did that I had another cheap Cadillac coming up. Well, here it is. Cheap. If you like yourself a cheap Cadillac, give me a like down below. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's take a look at this 2004 Cadillac Deville with only 68,000 miles.
All right, here she is, folks. 2004 Cadillac Sedan Deville. This would have been the second to the last year of this body style. They ran this from 2000 to 2005, and then in 2006 they changed it over to the DTS and had different trim levels. But this for 2004 would have been the DeVille platform car. They had the DTS and then the DHS as well. Now, as you can see, this car is juicy. When I say juicy, it's got all the South Florida bling that you need. Spoiler on the back, gold package, pinstripes everywhere, fake vinyl top, chrome on top of chrome. It's got that look straight out of a retirement community down in West Palm Beach. I don't know, wherever you want this Cadillac to be from. It actually did come out of Florida. DeMitt Cadillac sold this car new. And whoever bought this car new, I know I'm going to get roasted in the comments, but whoever bought this car new just checked every box in the aftermarket add-on department. And I think it even had more on it than what you see. I think this car came new from Cadillac. I think it would have had Vogue tires and Vogue wheels. And I definitely know it would have had an ENG grill at the time. I'll tell you why I think that in just a minute. But this is going to be a real cheap car. 68,000 mile car. She runs out and drives really well. I've actually been daily driving it for like the last month. It's been a great car. No check engine lights, nothing crazy. I did do a little bit of service work to it. Front motor mount had to be replaced. Water pump, tensioner pulley locked up on me. Aside from that, a few other little things. I got an airbag light fixed. It was a front impact sensor. Otherwise, it's been a really great car. I've really enjoyed driving this car around. Now, a lot of people will also say, Anthony, you're out of your mind. If you got all these nice Cadillacs to drive, or anything, town cars, why would you want to drive a car that you took in on trade? And I'll tell you, as a car dealer, nothing's funner than driving around a trade-in. You know, that's a cheap car. You know, it's got a few nicks and dings, but you can drive it, enjoy it, and not worry about it. I drive my Broughams, and I don't like leaving them out at night. I drive, you know, my convertible, my 59. I can't leave it out of my sight. Something like this, I can put my plate on and drive, and I absolutely enjoyed it because it's not really a hoopty, but she's a little rough around the edges. So let me go around and show you a few things. Now, keep this all in mind when I give you the price at the end of this video, because this car is going to be cheap, and it's even cheaper than the 78 Fleetwood I sold. So, biggest thing you can see here, she's got a kind of a tannish colored vinyl top. I think it might have been like a lighter cream color that kind of just faded in the Florida sun. Gold emblems, because no Florida Cadillac would be complete without it. But up in the center here, you can see she's starting to get a little dry. Oops, sorry about that. She's starting to get a little dry. You got dry cracking in the vinyl, a little bit more in the middle there. You know, kind of just starting on the edge here. The vinyl top is eventually going to need to be replaced or some sort of coating put on it. I have seen people like paint these tops with like a thick paint to cover up all these cracks. Flex seal, whatever you want to put on it, I really don't care. But the top is starting to show its Florida heritage. Now you come down here, you can see the DeMitt Cadillac Crest Club. So whoever bought this was a baller back then. A baller, and they had no budget because they added everything. Chrome on the wheel wells, chrome on the bottom, chrome on the pillars, gold emblems, this, that, you name it. Custom pinstripe with the word Cadillac on it, just in case you forgot what kind of car you drove. But going back to the DX, you'll see there's a little bit of haze in the paint on the hood. Probably hard to see in the pictures here. You can see there's a nice scratch right there. I mean, aside from that, there's other little chips and scratches. You know, I didn't really go too crazy on this car, just given the price range it's going to be in. It's got really chunky Firestone tires, 225 60/16, beautiful chrome wheels, no pitting on any of the wheels, which is why, one of the reasons why I think that this car had a different set of wheels when it was new. I think someone put aftermarket Vogue wheels on this car. It would go with the look. You got some chips here. And in the glove box, I did find a Vogue center cap tool. Some chips on the edge of the door there. All the chrome on the bottom looks okay, but it's kind of hazy. I think it's that plastic chrome. But again, you can see the top just a little worn. Windows are nicely tinted. Got that South Florida look. Should be rocking and rolling at the bingo hall with this baby. Beautiful chrome wheel on this side here. You can see all the center cap. Everything's nice. And again, those chunky tires. This cord, I don't know what the hell happened over here. You had a little scratch there, scratch, 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 chip, 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 all the way over here. I don't know what happened. Something didn't like the back of this car. Spoiler, because no 2004 DeVille out of DeMitt Cadillac was complete without a spoiler. It's drilled on there. It's on there. It comes free with the car. Scratches, scratches. A little bit of haze in the paint again. I didn't try to buff this. I washed it 3 times in my ownership, and that's it. So there's no wax. I didn't put wax on it, but it could probably use a good polishing, and obviously some paint work. You can see the bumper here. Bumper must have been painted at one time, probably backed up into something and just spider cracked all the paint off of it. You can see here, DeMitt Cadillac and Land Rover. I wouldn't want to work in the warranty department of that dealership. Gold is a little faded, but you can see here it's got all the pimpin' pinstripe going down the side. Gold DeVille emblem, a little bit of wax buildup on there. I mean, they chrome this thing out everywhere. Chrome, fins, roofs, you name it. It's got it. A little bit of chippage going on there. A few more scratches and odd chips on this quarter. It's very weird. Maybe someone put a lot of stuff in and out of the trunk of this car. Another juicy Firestone tire. Beautiful wheels. Like I said, no corrosion. The wheels don't leak. One of the common things with the Vogue tires back then is eventually they'd start leaking. So I'm going to assume somebody said, just put regular Cadillac wheels on it, take the Vogues off, and just put black wall tires on it. You know, but you can see it's got some other little chips, and she's not perfect. It's a nice cruiser. You know, I don't want to promote it for something that it's not. It's a really nice running and driving car. Be a great winter car for somebody. It did just pass Massachusetts state inspection just a few months ago. You can see this guy's scratched up here. You can see she is sweating a little bit. I got the AC running. AC works beautifully. Nice chunky Firestone on this side. The brakes are nice and smooth on this car. The car really runs out and drives quite nicely. You know, when I took this car in on trade, it's got some scratches there. Some wax buildup on the bumper. I think if you took some time to really detail this car, it would look even better without even doing any paint work. Some touch-up paint and a nice little paint correction would work wonders. Now you can see here, see this mark on the hood. If I come up to it, that's indication that this car had an ENG grille on it at one point in its life. I'm going to assume someone must have, you know, tapped somebody at a light or something, and they had to replace the grille and they couldn't find an ENG grille. I would assume, I have no idea, but the grille is painted to match. It's a pretty good looking car. Like I said, runs out and drives really, really nicely. It does what it's supposed to do, inexpensively. Glass is in pretty nice shape. I don't see any chips or anything like that. All the side glass is nice. Back glass, everything's tinted. So she's got the look. Let's take a look inside, then we're going to take her for a spin. All right. Inside the 2004 Cadillac Deville. You can see all inside the door jambs. A little bit of wax buildup. Someone did love this car because they waxed it and left a lot of wax on it. But it's got very common shale leather interior. Even they put they put more wood on it. The car didn't have enough chrome and gold added to it. They put more wood in it as well. Heated seats. I believe the heated seats work. Memory seats. Twilight Sentinel, all that good stuff there. It does have a wood grain steering wheel, which I don't remember them having. And I mean, they had it in this vintage, but I thought that was a DTS and DHS thing. Unless this was put in at the dealer new, I'm not sure. Another cool thing that I noticed is these crests. You can see them on all the headrests. I think that's pretty neat. I don't know if it's like a velvet sticker or something. I have no idea. Ironed on there. Leather's in nice shape. A little bit of wear on the side bolsters here. Nothing too crazy. Power seats do work. Back and up and down, all that good stuff. Carpeting is in decent shape. It has aftermarket floor mats. Come back here, show you the back seat. Inside the jam, pretty decent. Obviously, they took the door panel off at one time and broke something because that screw's not supposed to be there. This guy's broken and missing. Heated rear seats as well. Pretty cool. Apparently this window does not work. Maybe that's why that door panel was off. I don't know. Carpeting is nice. Seats are in nice shape. And again, that Cadillac customization. You know, when someone bought one of these at the dealer, all this stuff was markup. So you say to yourself, why would a dealer do this? A dealer would charge $2 grand to put that vinyl. They'd charge $600 for that spoiler. Another $500-600 for gold emblems. All this stuff was dealer ad. They would make more and more money the more tacky things that were tricked out on these cars new. The Vogue tires, the Vogue wheels, all that stuff was all dealer markup. So the more stuff they can stuff on one of these cars, the better for them. Back to the car here. You can see here, heated seat on this side as well. This side does have the ashtray with cigarette lighter. We'll try that window. This window does work. Inside the jam, nice and clean. You know, the car wasn't a smoker's car. It doesn't smell, you know, any foul odors. It's a nice, clean, presentable car. That's going to make somebody a really great second car, you know, winter car. I don't know. Heck, if you want to do some little bit of paint work and put a new vinyl top on it, it'd be a nice 68,000 mile car. And honestly, I was going to do all that, but I just said, you know what? I got so many projects that are more warrant of my time. You know, I got a couple bromes that I got to get fluffed up and ready, including that blue one with the white top that came out of Florida. That, you know, I'm going to pass this on to somebody else. You can see all the carpeting is in nice shape. And again, dual power seats. The recliners work. All that good stuff. Heated seats. Air-conditioned seats. Power windows. All that good stuff. A little bit of warpage on the dashboard. Kind of common on these cars. But aside from that, the rest of the dash is in nice shape. Let's jump in behind the wheel. And I will show you under the hood in the trunk. We'll take it for a spin. The car is still running here. Heated seat has been on. Driver's side. Oh, the button sticks a little bit. But the driver's side heated seat does work. Ice cold air. Blows nice and cold. I got two keys here. One remote. And inside the glove box, actually I got another key here. The valet key. It's got a 6-disc in-dash CD changer. And then all the books and stuff are included as well. Let's start this one up cold. Well, not cold, but start her up. 68,264 miles. One thing that I have noticed is the fuel gauge seems to work when it wants to work. Most of the time it reads correctly. I know the car's got about a half a tank, but in just sitting here, it's gone up to a full tank. I believe the sending units in these cars are accessible through the trunk, which makes it pretty easy to replace the sending unit.
Cardi's furniture and mattresses.
Radio works. Heated steering wheel does not work, but all the volume controls do work on the steering wheel.
Also adjust for reading, TV.
You know, you can cruise through your presets. Temperature button, yep, that works. You know, so most of the stuff works. Cruise lights up, never tried it. Wipers, all that good stuff. You know, these buttons over here kind of control your readout over here. Then you have another set of them over here that you can go through your programming, tachometer, tire pressures, battery voltage, fuel economy, all that good stuff. Let's pop the hood right down here, and then the trunk right up here. Whoop. Inside the trunk, nice and dry, clean, you know, no leaks or anything like that. Has the original Cadillac trunk rubber. That deck lid is a little heavy with the spoiler on it, but come around to the front here. We'll see what's under the hood of this beautiful Cadillac. There she is, Northstar powered, 32 valve, dual overhead cam. Runs mint, drives great. Like I said, I did a front motor mount on this, the donut motor mount right in the front here, very common. Makes it feel like the engine's gonna launch out of the engine bay, so replace that. Fuel pump, water pump pulley is on this side here. Got a new pulley and new belt. That, you know, about halfway through my driving experiences, started to lock up. And then like I said before, the airbag light as well. But ice cold air, she's never really given me any problems. And I probably should keep a car like this around as a driver, but I got so many cars, you know, I really don't need another driver. Got my Escalade, I got 2 trucks now. I don't know what I'm doing over here. So let's take her for a spin. Winter is coming. I need space more than I need more vehicles. You know, but it's one of those things when you get a nice vehicle like this in that would make a good car for somebody, you want to try to rehome it to someone you know, or someone who needs a car that doesn't have a lot of money. I know it's a hard market to cater to, and obviously I don't do it often. It's difficult to get good running and driving cars, you know, in any kind of sub $5,000 price range. You know, so I know I don't get it often. I apologize for that. But this one came in, like I said, this car, I took it on trade from my local customer who bought a 1995 Fleetwood Brougham from me over the summer. Now, talk about a trade up. He went from this DeVille to a rear wheel drive, you know, just beautiful 5.7 liter LT1 powered Cadillac. I know he's in heaven driving that car, just loving life, driving all over Massachusetts with this beautiful Fleetwood, and gave up this DeVille for the Fleetwood. So I always joke with my front wheel drive car fans, like my buddy Big Al or my buddy George over at Elite Motor Cars, that, you know, they traded up. They always give me crap saying, oh, rear wheel drive stinks, you know, front wheel drive is better. But for a first, I can say my customer traded up into a nice rear wheel drive Brougham. And yeah, so this DeVille needs a new home. 2 things that I know it could use, or if you even want to do it, it sounds like the rear air pump stays on for the rear air shocks. You know, the car rides out nice. It might be a little bouncy. The shocks are really inexpensive on this car, but I can hear the pump come on very often. So I know it's going to need rear shocks. I haven't really gone through this car. It runs out and drives nice. It really hasn't given me a ton of trouble. I did have an outside shop go through it, and like I said, do the water pump pulley and the front motor mount, along with the airbag impact sensor. Had an airbag light on at the time when I got it. Had that all fixed, so no lights. You know, it's a nice running and driving car. How much? That's what everybody wants to know. $29.95. $3 grand. Buys this 2004 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, 68,265 miles. She runs nice, heated seats, chrome wheels, good tires, good brakes, does everything it's supposed to do. And I know you're gonna give me crap in the comments because everybody's got a comment to make about Northstars. It's a 2004 Cadillac Northstar. Earlier Northstars, problematic, yes. After 2003, they really got better. I know a lot of people have a hard time believing that, but really, this is a great car. Great running and driving car for someone who needs inexpensive transportation or wants to buy a Cadillac on the cheap and slowly fix up and put a little equity into it while cruising around in a nice, you know, cool cruiser here. Anyways, 978-930-1004. You saw it. It is what it is. As is sale. This car is being sold $3 grand. Please, please, please keep in mind the price range and what to expect. As I showed you the car in the video, it does have some cosmetic challenges. Give me a call if you have any questions, 978-930-1004. We appreciate you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments about all the gingerbread that they added to this thing. Wood trim, gold, chrome, stainless, vinyl tops, you name it, they put it on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon.
You like a cheap Cadillac? Give me a like below. Let's take a look at this 2004 Cadillac Eldorado. What am I talking about? Those are cheap Cadillacs. Cadillac Deville.